Hello world, this is Drusen, and welcome back to another episode on the VBFS server. I'm pressing the wrong key. I'm over here at, I'm right by spawn. This is Matt's King of the Ladder, Bouncy King of the Ladder. I will show you why it's bouncy. We have slime blocks. Yay. Yeah, last time I was on the server, I was playing King of the Ladder with people, and it's very fun. But I have nothing in my inventory, and I also died last time I was recording, which was the prank video on Munchmo. That was a long time ago. So, I don't have a lot of good gear. Here we go. This is my stuff. Just gonna grab it. And then organize. I haven't really decided what I'm gonna be doing on the server today. It appears that I have no pants. Oh well. So yeah, I'm just kind of going to be doing random stuff. And we will just, I don't know. I really don't know what I'm going to do today, but I just needed to record. But I guess I'm going to look around. Well, I don't know if I've, I don't know. I don't remember the nice edges being here, but I guess they could have been here before. So this is, I don't know if I've showed this on camera before. This is the giant vintage beef statue that Slash built. This whole area is going to be like a minigames area. I actually have some ideas for things I want to put out here. But so over here we have the King of the Ladder, which I guess I will show off. I'm actually waiting for Fu Mandunian. He said that he was working on something and he wanted to show me. So he'll be back in a few minutes, and then we're going to join him on Skype, and I will show you guys whatever he's working on. Apparently Nihon recorded already. So while I'm recording this, I'm pretty sure it's going to be in Nihon's episode, which is coming out today. So I will be behind, but the one thing, no, not the one thing. There are two things that I'm not a huge fan of with this King of the Ladder involving the slime blocks. One is that slime blocks act like soul sand when you just walk on them. So you move really, really slow. And mostly that's annoying for when you're trying to sprint jump to a ladder. The other thing is that slime blocks break in one hit, and so if you try to punch one, or if you're punching people on the platform, if you accidentally hit the slime blocks, they just break and fall. So, and I guess there's one other thing, which is, if you land, which I think this is more of a bug, but let's say the entire thing right here was slime blocks, okay, surrounding it, so there's just a one gap hole, but if that was a slime block and those were slime blocks, if you land on the edge of a slime block, like if I landed like that, rather than bouncing because I'm partway on a slime block, because I'm also halfway on an air block, it just kills you, you don't bounce. That's the one issue we've noticed. So, I'm just gonna bounce down here real quick, hopefully I don't die. And then, I guess I will join Fu and I'll be back. So, see you shortly.
Are you recording now?
Yes, I'm recording.
Hello, YouTube. I'm by the King of the... Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hello, hello.
After you asked if I had found it, I kind of saw it in the sky.
Yeah, no, I figured it'd be easy to find from the... You can just about see the King of the Ladder off in the distance there.
Yeah. So, do you want to explain what this is?
I suppose it's pretty self-explanatory, but it's going to be a PvP sort of arena thing, bow fights. You'll just have unenchanted bows and leather armor.
Okay.
And the objective is going to be to climb up staying on your side, so you'll be the green team or the red team. You climb up, and it'll be somewhat like this. This isn't finalized. Nothing's finalized. Up to the top with the other team trying to shoot you off the whole time, and then you'll go up there. We can go up there if you like. I've just started building that platform at the top.
Okay.
And you'll stand on a pressure plate, and it'll gradually light up a whole row of lights, and then trigger fireworks at the end. And when you've the first team to launch the fireworks on their side wins.
Okay, now, my question is, if you get killed, does it just totally reset?
No. No, it's just gonna... No. The thing will just keep progressing until eventually one side gets to the end.
Okay.
And if you die, there's obviously respawn rooms down here. So you can set your spawn over here. Dad made those shoppingly. And yeah, that's it really.
Yeah. The other thing I was thinking, I don't know Redstone, so I don't know if this would really be easy to do. But I was thinking, you were saying, since it doesn't just reset when you die, that'd be kind of cool if there was a tug of war mechanic to it.
Yes. And I may indeed do that. You could have it so you've got one sort of shared pressure plate area, and you can take away the other team's progress, and then gradually,
yeah, like, so it's not someone gets up to the top and they instantly start gaining points. They have to remove the other person's points first.
Yeah. I think that, though, might make the games go on forever and ever, is why I'm leaning the other way. Because it would be a constant, you get a little bit, then you lose it, then you get a little bit, then you lose it. Whereas this way, every time you get up there, you're progressing towards the end. If you head up here briefly, it's a little bit perilous, but it's...
Yeah, I guess it'll really depend on, you'll need to do some testing, I guess, and it'll depend on how long the games seem to take. Because if they go just really, really fast, you might want to do that. Whereas if it seems to be a challenge to get up, then probably not so much.
Yeah, no, exactly. I figure on this server, there's a bare minimum of 4 people to play a game like this, I figure. And that would be kind of sparse.
Yeah.
Having 2 per team. So I think you need at least 4, maybe 8 per team. That's a sort of a good maximum. And that's probably about as much as we'll ever be able to achieve, I'd have thought.
Right. And then it gets to how much bow, archery skill you have on a team. Yeah. If there are no decent players,
right? Yeah.
Then the game might go faster because you'll just get up here and be able.
You just get up here and stand on the spot. Yeah. So what happens here? Look, this is very, very simple redstone, and there's probably a better way of doing this. But if I stand on here now, it's going to start climbing up, and it's quite slow progress. So you've got to be here for quite a while. I don't know how long I want people to be standing here yet.
Oh, okay.
But there you go. That's another one. So I figure that's fine. And the last redstone lamp there is the what I'm thinking would be the length of a good match. So I'm here for quite a while now, so there's plenty of time for people to come up and try and shoot me off.
Yeah, it is a lot slower than I would have expected.
Yeah, I can put different items in here and make it go quicker, depending on how it plays. I don't know. But I think this is a good length because, I don't know. Needs testing, like you say.
Yeah.
And there'll be vantage. This other side will come up much higher, and there'll be vantage points for people to stand and shoot at you while you're stood here.
Now, will there be a way for, if someone wanted to, would there be a way for them to actually come over and punch you off, or?
At the minute, excuse me. At the minute, I'm thinking no. Okay. There's going to be this. This is currently connected, but the opposite side of this this path here will be the opposite members' team. These will be rotationally symmetrical, both of these walls. Okay. And so the other player will be standing right in sight there, but there'll be no ender pearls, and there'll be no easy way to get to the other side.
All right, sounds good.
I just wanted it to be bows, really. I just liked the idea of a good bow game.
Yeah, I agree. My idea for a bow game, which I'm copying from a YouTube video I saw, is I was considering building it over here, but maybe I'll just build it at my base since we have this here. I don't know. It's a vertical bow battle, and what I mean by that is basically the point of the game is you just have a square with 2 high walls so people don't accidentally go out of it, and then you just have regular bows and you just shoot straight up in the air and last man alive
Right.
wins.
No, that sounds pretty fun actually, and that sounds quite different to this. So you could build it around here. I think it'd be nice to build around here because have all the games in one place.
Yeah. But I mean, it literally is just a square. So,
Yeah. Oh well, there's space anyway. So yeah, I think that's about it. I'll come
alright.
down.
I don't have ender pearls or feather falling, so.
Yeah. Well, enjoy.
Oh! Oh! Yes!
Oh,
Alright.
hey. Well done.
Alright, well, thank you for showing me around.
No, you're
And,
quite welcome. And at some point, we'll do some play testing. So it'd be great if you could be involved in that because we
yeah,
need as many people as possible.
yes, I would absolutely love to.
And if you've got any other ideas or thoughts, it's all work in progress. It's not going to look like this or work exactly like this when it's done, I'm sure. But the general idea is the same.
Alright, well,
Cool.
I guess I will see you later at some point.
Indeed.
I just wanted to remind you guys that we being me and Slash and Snow, have the Dem Guy, poor chicken, the Dem Guys podcast. It's over on Slash's channel. I'll put a link to the playlist in the description. But I know I haven't been recording on here very often, but we do that podcast every 2 weeks, every other week. So I talk about a lot of stuff on there. Just things that I'm doing or interested in. And that's a lot of fun. I love that podcast. I'm really glad that we are able to do that. I guess Slash never figured out who those belong to. The dogs, that is. And I'm pretty sure, yeah, this is my horse. So, I haven't talked about Dungeons and Dragons a whole lot, or, well, Pathfinder is actually what we play, but I haven't talked about it a whole lot, at least not recently, so I guess I'm going to talk about that for a little bit. And while I do that, I'm going to go gather... I'm just laughing because I'm thinking about going caving when I don't really need to cave, which is what Slash did a whole video about me doing. It was funny, but I guess I do need iron. Great. Now I'm just picturing Slash's parody of me. Whatever. I'm gonna go caving. I don't care what y'all say, and I don't know why I said y'all. So, I play Pathfinder, which is basically a variant of Dungeons and Dragons. And I have a group of friends that I play with. There are... Well, right now, currently in the game, we just added some people. My brother and sister just started playing with us. So, in total, we have, like, well, I guess last time we played, we had 6 people. Plus the DM. So yeah, we have 6 players, and then the DM, which, for anyone who doesn't play, the DM is the one who, like, runs the game and controls all the NPCs and stuff. But that's a lot of fun. I love doing that. I've wanted to DM for a little while because I would like to play with some of my other friends that can't get together with us on the days that we do ours. And I've also talked about I would love to do some sort of an online D&D where, I don't know, I guess we would play kind of over Skype. I realized I didn't have any wood with me. We'd play over Skype and it wouldn't be easy, but it'd even be fun to record that kind of thing. We just have to work it all out. And this is... I'm not climbing all the way up there to cut the whole tree down. I'll deal with this later. I just need some wood to make torches and stuff. But yeah, D&D is a lot of fun. And something that we're doing really, really soon is we are going to have an all-night session, which is something we've done a couple of times before, but it's always been sort of to make major progress in our current story. But this is going to be something a little different. We are going to be playing, I guess it's like a classic dungeon from like old school D&D. It's been updated to work with the version we're playing. And so basically I have no idea what the dungeon is or what it's called. Is it just me, or do creepers explode faster? Might just be me. So yeah, it's like a classic dungeon that has all sorts of very scary traps. It's for level 10, so that's where I'm making new level 10 characters for it. And we were told we pretty much definitely will die. So we're not sure exactly what we're going to do. The DM doesn't want us to get like frustrated and be like, well, we can't get past this, we're all dead, we're done for the night, if it's supposed to be an all-night thing. But he also doesn't want us to have like a respawn system where we don't have to worry about death, where it's just like, oh, well, we're fine because we'll just come back. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens with it. But I am playing a paladin, which that is a very big first for me. Never played the tank before, which is what I'm doing. And so I'm going, I have adamantine full plate armor and all sorts of other stuff. And it's fun creating new characters and trying to figure out how that's going to work. The other people in the party, we have 2 sorcerers who are going 2 different focuses, so we have more variety. And then we have a rogue, a barbarian, and a bard. So, yeah, I'm going to be a dwarf paladin, though. And should be really fun and very different from anything I've played before. From creating this character, I think I'll have fun, but I don't think a paladin is really my thing, so I don't know that I'll ever be playing a paladin again. Oh no, is this the place with all the zombies holding eggs? I don't think I recorded it, but there was a time when I came down. Yeah, this is... I don't want to get lost down here, and I've been down here before, clearly, so I'm going back up. Oh. That scared me for some reason. And nighttime. So anyway, it will be quite different. We have, as I mentioned, my brother and sister are playing, and my brother-in-law will also be joining us for the all-nighter. He can't join us on our normal play time, but he's joining us for the all-nighter. And so they're all pretty new players. And then, of course, we have me and some of the other people who have been around for longer. So it'll definitely be interesting. But I mentioned that I would like to sort of DM maybe like an online match, if that's what you want to call it. And I'm trying to work out, I had it planned for a little while, but part of the problem was I couldn't really get a whole lot of people who wanted to play, who thought they could actually like really get into it and dedicate the time. So I have been working on my own variant, essentially, where I've been calling it my hybrid RPG. It's basically it's based on Pathfinder, and it's based on Pokemon, and Lost Odyssey, the Third Age, which you guys might not know what the Lost Odyssey and Third Age are, but they're both like turn-based RPG video games. Third Age is Lord of the Rings. But yeah, those are just all turn-based video games that I have played and enjoyed, and I feel like they all have a lot of good elements to them. And so I want to kind of put all the stuff I like from all the different RPGs together and make a game that could either be played in a D&D like manner, which would be the whole like long campaign, which I mean D&D doesn't even always have to be like that, but it's still going through character creation, even kind of trying to take a quick route through that still takes like an hour, I would say. And for all these people who I want to try to get to play when I'm DMing, none of them have played before, so they wouldn't be able to just make one on their own, really. So I have to help each one of them. And it's just such a long process. By the way, I'm trying to find Unexplored Cave. It's just such a long process. And so I'm trying to simplify that. And so basically what I want to do is I want to sort of have base stats for everything, and you can just play it, like basically pick, okay, this is my race, this is my class, and by choosing those, it's like, okay, well, here are your stats then, you go have fun. And then you could just play it essentially just having combat, no story, no whatever, and it's just going to be like a one-night thing. Kind of like Munchkin, if you guys know what that is. That's a card game. That's kind of what I'm imagining for this, is being like a crossover between D&D and Munchkin, where it's very short. Well, I mean, Munchkin can take a while, but it's relatively shorter games, or you can play the long term, as I said. So that's something I have in the works, and if I do figure out a way that I can play online with my friends and and bring people in and have these games, then I will attempt to record it and share it with you guys, and I think it'll be a lot of fun. So some games that I've wanted to record and put on my channel, because I haven't been recording often enough, just because I love Minecraft and I can always play it, but it's hard to make it interesting to watch, in my opinion. I mean, obviously there are people who do it like videos every day, long term, and I'm not one of those people. I could not do a video a day in Minecraft because I would just run out of stuff to do that would be interesting. Like, I can talk while strip mining, but nobody wants to watch some guy just like tunneling along. Or branch mining, sorry, Slash. I know Slash hates it when those words get switched. There's that creeper. Oh. Let's go up here. So some of the games that I'd like to get around to recording, well, first of all, I want to go back and record, I say go back. Basically, I want to record more Mirror's Edge, because that is just something I didn't get very far in, and I love that game, and I'd like to record it more. My problem is, after the first mission, which I recorded, I honestly, like, the first couple of missions I've actually, like, sort of studied, like videos and stuff to figure out what the fastest routes are, but after that, it's just all my own experience. So, I mean, I can still play it, but it's not going to be like tips on how to speedrun it exactly, just because I'm just doing what I think is fast, and I'm not beating the actual, like, there are achievements for getting faster than a certain time on each mission, and after mission 1, I don't have those achievements. Some of them are really tough. So, with that, I want to record that. I'm just not exactly sure what style I'm going to do it. Last time I did post-commentary, and I did sort of talking about how to speedrun it properly. I don't know if I'm going to do more post-commentary, or if I'm going to do it in some other way. There's also, I had mentioned snow, which this will be something that comes later down the line. It's not going to be happening right away, but hopefully once Snow gets back into recording, we are going to do, basically we're going to each record ourselves doing the time trials, which are separate from the actual story missions in Mirror's Edge, and we're going to race, basically. Not sure how we're going to do that. I don't know if we're just going to each record separately and then post our videos, and then maybe have like an afterwards discussion about it, or maybe we're going to record at the same time, and so we can be talking about where we are in the thing. I don't know how well that would work, so we'll have to see. I'd also actually, another thing with Mirror's Edge that was a possibility is my sister would like to play Mirror's Edge. She actually started playing it before I ever did, but she couldn't get very far in it. Ooh, chainmail. She couldn't get very far in it, so we're talking about, I don't know if it's going to work or how well it's going to work, but we were talking about possibly having a sort of series where she attempts to play it, and we could possibly do it with other video games too. I just don't have a whole lot of video games that I can record because most of my games are on my Xbox. We were talking about having a thing where she plays it, and I'm basically just watching and letting her know, you're doing that wrong. And she's just trying to get through it, and it'd probably be really entertaining and also really frustrating to watch. I know I would get frustrated. Like, yeah. So, that's another possibility. I really don't know if that's going to go anywhere, though. It might just be us talking about it, and that's it. I'm trying to think if I have any other games that I can record. I don't know how well my computer will run if I try to record Smite. Smite is one of those games that it's kind of like, I don't know, like Call of Duty or something, where I feel like you basically have to record a whole bunch of matches in a row and then just upload the ones where something interesting happens or potentially where you win. I just feel like if you're having terrible games, it's not going to be fun to watch. So, and I'm also not going to record that by myself. It would be with Jack and Ducky, most likely. Just because that's who I roll with when I play Smite. Speaking of Jack and Ducky, I do not know when the AlphaCraft server is officially getting reset. Right now, we are working on the world reset. I think we're planning on doing it when the next main Minecraft update comes out. But that's also taking longer than we expected. So I'm not entirely sure when that's happening. But AlphaCraft will be coming back. I'm just waiting for the reset before I do anything. Oh, there's Emerald down there. Who left Emerald behind? Okay, I wanted to get up to the caves on this side, so let's go up. So yeah, AlphaCraft will be coming back, and hopefully people will be recording on there, and then I'll have people to record with on there as well. And I still have to get around. My goal was to prank every single member of the AlphaCraft server, and I don't know, I've maybe gotten halfway. So that's something I still have to work on. I'm just kind of rambling at this point. My thoughts don't really have a direction right now. Oh, that kind of scared me. I thought I was going to fall. I would like to do a UHC again. I'm not sure when that's going to happen or who would be with. The Vintage Beef Fan server has been talking about doing another season for a little while now, and no one's organized it. And I don't know, because it seems like most of the times it works for everyone to record on Saturday. And Saturday is pretty much always going to be a day that I have to work at my job. And so unless someone determines that, like, unless someone plans the UHC like a month ahead so I can ask off of work, which that does seem like that's how things happen sometimes. It seems like you have to plan UHCs so far ahead to make sure everyone who wants to play can get in. But you also have to remember that with a server with this many people, I heard the slime and I thought it was a creeper going off because my headphones aren't very loud. Okay, well, I'm all the way at bedrock, or not bedrock, but I'm all the way down at diamond level now. There's, of course, probably no diamonds left down here. Oh, hey, look. This is, yeah, I know where I am. Alright, well, I guess I'm just gonna go out this way. Yeah, so I don't have a whole lot that I can really record. I got Elder Scrolls Online, and my computer can't run it and play it, or run it and record it at the same time, and then I was kind of getting bored of it anyway, so I canceled my subscription because it's like a pay-by-month thing, and I didn't want to be paying for it if I didn't feel like playing it. So I don't even know. I bought Elder Scrolls Online. I don't know if I'm even really going to play it, which is kind of a shame. And it'd be really nice. Now that I have a job, at some point, it's not my number one priority. I have other things that I need and want over it. But at some point, I might try to get a good, like, I had a not so good capture card. At some point, I might try to get a good capture card so I can record my Xbox games, and then I'll have more stuff to record. Yeah. Okay, well, that's gonna do it for this episode. It has been a pleasure. Or I hope it has been a pleasure, anyway. And I will be hopefully recording pretty regularly again. It really just all depends on my schedule and if I can think of stuff to do while recording. But I do have a couple of pranks in mind. I don't want to only give you guys prank videos. So we will be back in the next episode. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye.